Okay, well, hello. What's going on, everybody? How are you? How's your life? How's your mom? I don't care. So there's a lot of people on YouTube now just telling stories, and surprise, they're all fucking terrible. Alright, Michael, what? You think you're better than everybody else? Yes. But like to a point, not in a good way. I decided I'd tell you a story about how my life's going right now. As many of you already know, I work a lot. I have a full-time job in New York City, and at the same time, I do a lot of part-time work. Recently, I was a server, but that ended fast. You ever have one of those days where you're just like, everything can go fuck itself? Like, I'm done, I'm 100% done, and it's not even noon. I was having one of those days. I got the privilege of waiting on a table that... Really, Mac?
So you were gonna film a video today?
Bitch, what the fuck do you think I'm doing?
Oh, you're filming it? My bad, then. I'm sorry. Okay, then, bye.
I'll call you back, bye. So I get the privilege of waiting on a table that came in a bad mood and left in a bad mood. And not only did they not leave me a tip, they were nice enough to write, "You're fucking terrible" on the bill. People are just so great. And if that wasn't enough to put me in a good mood, the next lady was the icing on the cake. The time comes for her to pay her bill, and she wants to use multiple coupons. And I go, "I'm sorry, ma'am, I can't do that. I can only use one, unfortunately."
What?
"Yes, I'm sorry, ma'am, it's policy. I can only use one coupon per meal."
But I got the coupon over text, and it does not say that in my text.
"Oh, I'm sorry if you misunderstood. The text says to refer back to the coupon, and here I have a coupon on me. The coupon says right here, cannot be used with more than one coupon at a time."
But it doesn't say that in my text.
"I apologize for that, ma'am, but there's really nothing I can do. I can only use one at a time. If you want to speak to the manager in a little bit, as soon as he comes back in, I will bring him to you."
I don't want to speak to your manager.
"Well, I'm sorry, ma'am, there's really nothing I could do."
Nothing you could do? How are you ever gonna get a real job if you don't learn how to work a fucking coupon?
Bitch. I didn't know what the hell to do, so I got out of there because I knew if I stayed there, I would have done something that I should not do. So I went in the back, I waited for my manager to come back in, and I told him what happened. He went over there, and of course, gave her what she wanted, and I was so pissed! But here's a little tip to anybody out there who decides to be a jerk to your waiter. After you are a jerk, do not order drinks. Because this woman did, and she got her drinks. Sip it, bitch. Sip it real good. Needless to say, soon after I quit. And I started bartending in New York City. The dream! Because everybody always messes with waiters, but nobody fucks with the bartender. And this job is so good. The money is great. I'm social. I'm working with alcohol. The dream. I think there was only one night when it was really slow, and daddy needs to make money, so I may or may not have stripped. However, there is a main downfall to this job. I live in New Jersey and bartend part-time in New York till about 4:30 in the morning, and I won't leave the bar till about 5:30, and the first train coming home doesn't leave till 6:15. So the other night, as I'm walking home, I get solicited by 3 prostitutes, which was an experience. The first one wasn't that bad. All of a sudden, across the street, you start hearing little kissy noises, like, and you just look out of the corner of your eye and you're like, oh shit. And then right before I get to the PATH train, there's 2 women, a tall skinny one and a bigger heavy one. The tall skinny one goes, "Hey cutie pie, where are you going?" And as she's saying this, the bigger one opens a coat to reveal nothing. It's just nothing. She had like fishnet material over her boobs that were like to her knees. And then there's me at 5:30 in the morning, cold as fuck, just like, oh God. And once again, I didn't know what the hell to do, so I just kept walking and went, "Get home safe, Jesus loves you." In order to avoid them, I took a longer route. I missed the PATH train, and I was freaking out because I needed to get to my train in order to get home. So I did what any normal teenager would do in the middle of New York City at 5:30 in the morning. I asked some random person if he would drive me to the train station if I gave him 15 bucks. Remember, I am not a role model. Do not get into the car with strangers. But that is exactly what I did. Good news is I make it to my train. Bad news is the terminal isn't open yet, and the only people that are there are the homeless people waiting for the terminal to open so they have a warm place to sleep. So what do? I sleep with the homeless people on a bench next to the Hudson River. And as I sit there, I think to myself, you know, at 23 years old, some people have their lives together. Some people are content with their 9-to-5 jobs, but no, I gotta be a greedy little asshole and end up in situations where I'm chilling with prostitutes, sleeping with the homeless people. What the hell? But hey, I guess I fit in because the other day while I was waiting for my train, just eating some Pringles, this woman walks by and drops $1, and I look at her like, I'm not fucking homeless. Whatever. Whatever. I don't care. 2016 is coming. And what's gonna be my mantra to live by? Fuck it.